If there had been anything mysteriously growing in the back of our minds about what Season 5 has in store for Orlando, Vegas, and Junior, this video will be an in-depth look at some final situations of the Duncan brothers, and it will also give us a bit of insight on some powerful storylines. On the season finale of The Family Business, Orlando's final scene ended with he, Ruby, and Vinny, Ruby's husband, who laid in a pool of blood by Ruby's hands after he found her in bed with Orlando. The ending of this scene happened so fast that there was no time for an audience reaction at all. The only thing left to say after she pulled the trigger was, what? Okay, well, like, we saw it, we understood it, and we were okay with it. Because as a parent, we get it, right? And we also have to remember that the only reason that Vinny was still around in the first place was because Antonio went and paid $2 million to have the hit taken off of Vinny's head. Now, Ruby killed two birds with one bullet. Not only was the hit on Vinny satisfied, but now her and Orlando can freak a leak in peace. But no, seriously, there was just enough wiggle room in this situation for the storylines to go a lot of different ways, because this split-second decision had secured Ruby a spot in the Duncan bloodline for the rest of her life. Let me just say that this show has done a great job at putting the Duncan wealth on display. Chippy and LC, they have enough money for generations to come. And the way that we see Nevada growing up in this crime-laced family, we're going to also see little O Jr. here do the same. I have a feeling that the family business is going to be around for a long time, and we have to be mindful that Orlando still don't know what's going on at all, because Chippy did not dare bother him while he was trying to save his son's life. So she spared him all the drama that was happening at the Duncan household. So let's move on to Junior here, and we know that in his final epic scene of season 4, Junior lost it. He was unhinged and filled with anger, and he had a lot of misplaced emotions. But before all of this happened, we saw him using his father's connection and reputation to get things done. And one of those things was to get back at Harris. Besides Junior pissing everybody off in this final scene, I really love the way that he's moving with the Italians. Very smooth and really calculated. Like, he hasn't yelled at Harris. He hasn't tortured Harris. He ain't said one word to Harris, but he's quietly, low-key, in the background gonna have him effed up. For real. Now, one of his scenes was left wide open, and a lot of thanks to Chance when he had lunch with Antonio and he turned down the sausages. Y'all remember Antonio told him that he could get us some sausages for lunch. He was like, "No, man, I want no sausages." Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But anyway, he didn't want the sausages, but what he did want to do is dry snitch on Harris. What is Junior really looking to gain from giving Antonio the gun that Harris used to kill Sal with? Because once Antonio finds out, it's over for Harris. Or is it? Because Antonio is quite fond of Harris, right? I mean, he skipped right over Wimpy Vinny, crowned Harris a made man. He just ignored the fact that Vinny may be more Italian, quote unquote, than Harris ever will be, and the fact that he's clearly closer to him than Harris is, and never mind the fact that Vinny's been waiting his whole adult life to become a made man. Just forget all of that. And that move that he made to crown Harris just let us know that he don't F with Vinny like that, apparently. So it's gonna be more than interesting to see what he's gonna do with this newfound information about his boy wonder Harris. Then there's Vegas. Vegas. Y'all, I honestly think that Vegas got some secrets. Other than the real reason that he served 5 years in prison for LC, I predict that there's going to be a whole storyline with Vegas. And I say this because we've already seen that he really ain't got no love for Consuelo like that. It's strictly business with her when it comes to Nevada. And throwing him into an illicit love affair, that's too easy. It's too expected, right? So I think it's going to be a bit more sinister than that. There could be a number of things that Vegas could be getting involved in, right? I just feel that because he entered the scene at the end of the season, that didn't give us enough time to dig our teeth into what could be really going on with him. We know that there's a lot of untold stories that go on behind prison walls that never see the light of day, but because we've got Vegas, his release just might give birth to something else that we can get excited about. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Vegas may have some interesting storylines tucked away in the ether somewhere? Now, let me just tell you guys, I conducted an interview with the music composer of The Family Business, Rob Morrison, aka Rob D. And during my interview with him, he helps us to understand what took place in this infamous final scene in season 4 and how the music arrangement was put together for its final moments on screen. It's something you guys really gonna enjoy, so stay tuned for that. And during this entire recording, there's a helicopter right above me, and it's been swarming since I got out here. So shout out to the helicopter. I hope y'all found what and who y'all looking for. Hopefully it didn't ruin the recording for you guys. So this was just my opinion on season 5 for the Duncan brothers. You know, just my thoughts. Keep the conversation going by telling me what you think down below. And while you're down there, like and share this video if you like the video. If you're a fan of the family business like I am, go ahead and sub to the channel for more videos just like this one. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Ruthless TV today, and I'll see you on the next one.